Hey everyone, Jem here again with another book review. This time I'm going to be reviewing The Girl in the Steel Corset by Katie Cross, the first book in the Steampunk Chronicles. I thought this book was really good. I really liked it, and I rated a 9 out of 10. In this version of the print, it has the prequel called The Strange Case of Finley Jane along with it. So it's like a little prequel before the actual story starts. Now on to the synopsis. In 1897 England, 16-year-old Finley Jane has no one except the thing inside her. When a young lord tries to take advantage of Finley, she fights back and wins. But no normal Victorian girl has a darker side that makes her capable of knocking out a full-grown man with one punch. Only Griffin King sees the magical darkness inside her that says she's special, says she's one of them. The orphan Duke takes her in from the gaslit streets, against the wishes of his band of misfits. And Finley thinks she might finally be a part of something, finally fit in, until a criminal mastermind known as the Machinist threatens to tear the group apart. This is not going to be too much of a spoiler review, because I was struggling to read the last 2 chapters of the book because I'm so tired. Because it's like 10 or 11 at night right now. So, Finley Jane, who has like a split persona inside of her, is the main character. She meets this guy, Griffin King, who's a duke, and he is orphaned because his parents were like murdered 3 years ago. And so she gets taken in by him, and they find out about her past, what made her who she is, and the split persona thing. And the guy, her father, Thomas Shepard, who she didn't really know about until her mother told her, is the reason why she was born with a split persona. Her father was the guy who inspired Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in this book, and that was what came to light too. And so throughout the book, she tries to gain control or have a balance between the dark side of her and her side of her. And while all that's happening, the machinist or mechanist, however you want to say it, is the person that's in charge of all these like automaton attacks recently in the past few months, that's been happening in London. And so while that's happening, they find a connection between the machinist, Finley Jane's parents, and the Duke's parents, and then like all these things start to come together in one big puzzle. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this book, because I don't want to give too much away, and I feel like I'm going to drop dead right now. I'm so sorry, everybody, if this was like a really short review. But anyway, the next book I'm going to read is Switch by Amanda Hocking. The first in the, how do you say that, trial novel, the Trial trilogy, the Trill trilogy. That sounds weird. But anyway, that's what, this is what I'm going to be reading next. And then I'm going to have a couple of books from my friends to borrow. So that's all I have to say about this book. I really did like it. I want to see if my library has a second book so I can read it, because I got this from my school library. Anyway, again, a 9 out of 10. I really did like the book. I enjoyed it. It took me a couple of days because I was like distracted with school, but I really did enjoy it. And oh yeah, here's the next book. The girl in the Clockwork Collar. You know, all this Clockwork and Automatum stuff just reminds me of the Infernal Devices. I just thought I would put that out there. Anyway, that's all I have to say. And yeah, later. Good night.